Hi everyone, welcome to our Sunday night Own Your Life event. My name is actually Emma, not Tracy, as it says down the bottom. I've been part of this incredible business now in this community now for just over 2 years, and it's been nothing short of life-changing for me. I'm a mum, I have a 3-year-old son, and he pretty much was a non-sleeper, so I definitely was looking for something to help with my energy and vitality. And also I needed a way to be able to create an extra income because living on one income wasn't all that much fun. So this opportunity created that. And if you're jumping on tonight and have no idea about what this is, well, you're in for an awesome treat. We've got some amazing stories from some very inspiring people on tonight. And also, if you are here to support Sandy, who is launching her business, then welcome. Thank you so much for jumping on. I know for a lot of people, Sunday nights can be a bit trying, you know, you're trying to organise family, start of the week and everything like that. So we're really grateful and appreciate each and every one of you who has taken the time to jump on. So I'm actually going to pass it on now to the beautiful Heidi, and she's going to be sharing all about this incredible product that's brought us all here today. So Heids, if you can come off mute, that would be awesome.
Hello everybody, my name is Heidi Ball and I have been around this gorgeous community for about 18 months now. So I was introduced to our program and our products because I'm a mum of 2 beautiful little kids, and very similar to Emma, they seem to be allergic to sleep. I feel like I've been sleep deprived for years. And I got to a point where I was really sick, I was extremely anxious, and I just was not happy with the person that I turned into. And I was looking for a way to get myself physically, mentally, and emotionally better. And one of my friends simply shared that she'd started something different. I had seen a change in her, and she had more energy and she was craving better food. And I thought, oh, that sounds like something I could probably get into my body, and I would like to feel better myself. So I came across the JBT program. And if you've never heard of it before, it's an awesome Facebook-based program. So it's really simple to get on board. It's fun and interactive. We have thousands of people in our community now. And it was created by a woman called Kira Westwick. So if you've never heard of her, she was in the MasterChef 2014 contestants, and she got up into the top 10. So she obviously knows how to make delicious food. But her and her hubby used to own 3 health and fitness studios on the Gold Coast. So they're all about nutrition, and they just were looking for a way to reach more people. So they closed their health and fitness studios and took their program online. And along the way, they had a couple of beautiful little girls. So Kira's all about making the recipes simple, easy. If I can make them, then they're pretty simple. But it's about just creating a healthy food culture in the home. So they're easy recipes for busy mamas to make. They are, yes, family-friendly recipes. Husbands love the food. Kids will eat the food. It's really, really good stuff. And like we're heading to a morning tea tomorrow, and I'm going to make 3 ingredient cookies. So yeah, it's just, I love our recipes. Really, really easy. And we've got a shred coming up at the moment. So if you're been on Facebook lately, you might have seen some posts about our upcoming shred, which is an awesome 8-week challenge. So again, it's just about simple, delicious, healthy food, but obviously just focusing more on food that is going to help you shred weight, easy exercises that you can do at home, and just a really fun competitive environment with some awesome prize money as well, which is exciting. So if you've got any interest in that, reach out to the person that has invited you along tonight. And then with our JBT program, what's really awesome is that it's fairly obvious to me. I mean, you might be a super healthy, awesome eater, but it was really obvious to me that there was something missing in my diet. And I just love the way our JBT program recommends this awesome product as the nutritional support. So this is our Juice Plus. And what's so great about this is all it does is simply bridge the gap between what we probably should be eating, but what we're actually eating on a daily basis. So what we've got here is our fruit, veg, and berry capsules. And it is just the most convenient, nutritious way I've ever heard of to get 30 different varieties of fruit, veg, and berries into my body every single day. Now, me personally, I never used to be a very healthy eater, but there are people out there that are quite good eaters, and they might say, like, why? Why would I need to take these products? I already eat fruit and veggies. But what makes our products, just amazing is that you'll actually do it. Like, I know that now I eat a lot better than I used to, but even on my perfect days, I do not get, the recommended, like, our government says 2 to 5 serves of fruit and veg every day. But what science has proven is they actually need more like 9 to 12. And you need to eat the whole broad spectrum of colours, the rainbow of fruit, veg, and berries to get all the different types of nutrients in your body that you need to, just perform the way the human body should. So for me personally, even on my perfect days, I love the way I can get this into me every single day. It is something I'm going to do every single day. It's not going to be days where I'm going to skip them because I didn't go to the grocery store and buy plenty of different varieties. You know, I'm going to get them in me every single day. So that's what makes it better. You're going to do it. And it's also, fruits and veggies in here, they are left to ripen at the absolute peak. So sadly, in this day and age, when you go to the supermarket, you might pick up an apple and you don't know how long ago it was picked. You don't know how long ago, like how long it's been sitting in cold storage. You don't really know how many nutrients are then left in that apple by the time you eat it. And with Juice Plus, let's say the apple, for example, it is picked, it's left to ripen at absolute peak, then it's picked and taken straight to our processing plants where the entire apple, the skin, the seeds, the pulp, every single component of that fruit is put into the pulped up. Sorry, I'm gone blank for a second there. Is put through the processing plant, and then you're left with the entire nutrients of that plant. So what's super awesome is that, like, in the fruit one, for example, you've got apple, pineapple, peach, prune, orange, cranberry, papaya, beet, acerola cherry, date. So there's lots of different things just in one of those capsules that I wouldn't eat on a daily basis. And then having the whole fruit go in there, or the whole veggie go in there, like let's say with oranges, for example, most of us are going to peel the skin off the orange and throw it away. And that's actually the part that has the most nutrients in it. So if you ate just a little bit of that orange skin, you're actually going to get more nutrients than if you ate the entire rest of the orange itself. So I'm getting an entire lot of nutrients from the whole orange, the seeds, the skin, everything in my body every single day. So I just love that. And what the other thing that's awesome, sorry, I've just dropped one of them. The other thing that's awesome is that the way they're processed, you've got that powder that's ready to go, and as soon as it hits your stomach and liquid is put back with it, they're activated and you're gonna just really easily absorb them. So I get super excited about our capsules. And what's fantastic about our company is that they're the company with the heart. So if you're an adult taking our fruit and veg capsules, you can then sponsor a child from the ages of 4 to 18 for absolutely free with our Healthy Starts program. So if they're old enough to take capsules, by all means get them on the capsules. If they're young, like my kids, get them on our chewies. So I've got a couple of them here tonight, and they are really yummy. So there's 70 different varieties of fruits and veggies in our kids' chewies. So like in the veggie ones, carrot, cabbage, kale, rice bran, broccoli, beet, tomato, parsley, spinach, oat bran. I know my kids don't eat those things every single day. So I just love that I can put these awesome goodness into my kids' bodies every single day. They love them. They love eating them. They ask for them, and they're really yummy. I'm not even going to put these back in here for the kids later. I'm going to eat them myself. And then we've just got 2 other products. Our newest one is our Omegas. These are so fantastic because science has proven that Omegas are amazing for heart health, eye health, healthy brain function, joint health, skin health. There's just so many good things that Omegas can do for the body. And it's amazing. Things like omegas or vitamin C, our bodies cannot actually make themselves. They do not store. So we need to get this goodness into our bodies every single day. And I don't know about you, but I don't eat perfectly. And even on the days I eat fantastically, I'm not getting everything my body needs. So I was not performing at my peak. And now I just love the way I feel. So with our omegas, two of the biggest differences that you'll find with our omega blend, rather than if you went to the supermarket or a health food store and grabbed a fish oil off the shelf, is that there's no fish in these. Like, we have skipped the fish altogether and gone straight to the algae that the fish get their omega from. So gone straight to the source. And then we also have additional things like pomegranate seed oil, raspberry seed oil, tomato seed oil. I mean, who knew tomato seeds had oil in them? And we're getting a whole broad spectrum of amazing omegas from the plant kingdom in our omega blend. So you're skipping the fish. There's no fishy taste. There is no none of the contaminants from the ocean, your mercury, heavy metals, pollution, things like that. You're not getting any of that in your body. You're simply getting a pure, amazing plant-based omega blend. All of our products are vegan. And with our omega capsules, one of the other awesome things is it took 10 years for our company to create this product. And one of the reasons that it did is because with the encapsulation process of the omegas, they're actually cold fused. So with some of the other fish blends out, like fish oil out there, you'll find that when they seal the capsule, they're actually heat sealed. And what that happens is as soon as you put heat to something, it starts the oxidization process. So by the time you get your fish oil capsules and you take them, there may be very little, if any, nutrients left in them, sadly. So ours are cold sealed, so you're getting the beautiful omega oil, just pure and not harmed in any way. And then our last product is our super yummy complete powders. So they come in Dutch chocolate and French vanilla. And what I love about these is they're just such an awesome way for that time in the day where you might fall off the bandwagon, where you may make a poor choice. And we're all so busy these days. We will tend to just reach for something that's convenient. I mean, hell, drive through McDonald's. That's why that's so popular, right? I know I used to drop my beautiful little baby girl, Annabelle, off at kindy. I'd have William in the car seat. He'd be asleep. I'd go through the Macca's drive-through. I'd get myself a great big large caramel latte, a meal, like a brekkie wrap thing and some hash browns, like convenience, right? I was gone for that. But now I love that I've just got the easiest, most delicious brekkie option. So for me and my kids, I just love that I can whiz up one of these for us to share in the mornings. We've all had an awesome, super healthy breakfast, and then we can get up and go. Or in the afternoons, like it's cold now, I love to make a hot chocolate. So in the afternoons, if I'm wanting that little pick-me-up, I can make myself a delicious hot chocolate. It's putting good stuff in my body. It's fulfilling, it's satisfying, it's sweet, it's yummy. So you can use these in any way, shape or form you see fit, but they're just such a great way to make a healthy, convenient choice rather than maybe choosing something less good for you. And you know, there's also plant-based protein, 8 different veggies and 20 superfoods in here as well. So things like mushroom powder, pumpkin powder, pomegranate powder, spirulina powder, just really awesome things that are just so good for you. You're getting, if you're on all the products like I am, because I love them, you're getting like over 50 different just amazing things in your body every single day. And I know that if I simply chose to eat really healthy foods, I couldn't match that. There's just nothing out there that can just put that much goodness into you. So as you can tell, I get very excited about these. But I would love to just share, just pass over to Dan, who can share how he's been going since he's started on the products in the program. Are you there, Dan? If you can just take yourself off mute. Thanks, mate.
Yes. Hey, thanks, Heidi. Do I just start now? Yeah. Hey, yeah, thanks, Heidi. My name's Dan. I started on before the Juice Plus products came into my life. I was a regular truck driver who survived mainly in the mornings on coffee and energy drinks to get me up and going, energy-wise, and just to get out of bed. I tried all the different supplements through trying to get better, bigger, stronger, fitter, more energy in life. I was a rugby player too, so I spent a lot of money on pre-workouts before the gym, protein shakes, thinking I was fueling myself with good nutritional supplements. But then, you know, with the crashes from taking pre-workout, I knew I knew deep down that I wasn't taking anything my body was good for, but I thought I was getting the results that I needed long term. Then when I got introduced to the Juice Plus products through my partner, who told me these are fruit and veggie capsules, take them. I took them, trying to better my health. And within a week, I noticed my energy levels were better. I started weaning off the energy drinks, the coffees, which was massive for me because it was something that I used to consume a lot of. My eating habits improved. I started craving better food, especially that the food that the program provided. My partner was more excited about cooking meals that the whole family loved, which was awesome. I noticed my inflammation from a lot of my rugby injuries that I used to get a lot of, which was a major thing for me. And my knee, I had knee operations, and driving all day, I'd end up being stiff in the legs. But I noticed my inflammation decreased massively. Even my hangover recovery time is better. Like if I have a weekend out with the boys or whatever, I find I can recover a lot better. I normally double up on the products actually, to be honest. And I find it's actually helps me recover a lot faster. I can normally recover by Sunday. Just depends on the weekend. I just guess my body just recognizes the different food choices I put inside my body now. Like I can really notice whether if I have an energy drink, which I will probably not even have ever really, unless it's with a shot or something. I can really notice it the next day, and I think Juice Plus is just making sure I'm getting all the goodness that I need in me, just to live a more energy and more vitality life, and so I can be the best version of myself, I guess. So that's me, and I think I'm passing it over to Mitty.
No, it's all good. We're going to get Debbie to quickly share her product story. So thanks so much for sharing, Dan. I can definitely say that one of my husband's favourite parts of Juice Plus is the hangover cure, and he tells everyone all about that. So no, it's amazing. But thank you so much for sharing it. It's so good to get a guy's perspective. But Debbie, if you can take yourself off mute, I'd love to for you to share your story about what the products have done for you too. Thank you.
No worries. No worries. Hi guys. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Debbie. I'm freezing cold. I'm here in Melbourne. Thanks, Dan, for sharing your story. It's always great to hear someone else's story. It's an amazing product, hey. So about 2.5 years ago, I was introduced to this product. Actually, I reached out to a girlfriend that I'd been following on Facebook for probably 8 months. She'd been sharing about this product, and I was interested. I was curious. However, at the time that I reached out, I'd pulled a muscle in my spine. I was a very, very unwell, very overweight, very depressed human at the time. Bedridden at the time because I pulled a muscle in my back. I couldn't move, couldn't really get out of bed at all. So what led to that situation about 5 years previous to that, started a really, really quick downward spiral in my health. I came back from Fiji with an undiagnosed condition, and my neck all swelled up. A few months later, I had to have a gallbladder removed. That was insanely painful. About 6 months later, I was diagnosed with the Ross River virus. And if any of you don't or haven't heard of the Ross River virus, it's a mosquito-borne disease that causes the most horrific arthritic condition in all the joints in your body. So walking was impossible. It was like every bone in my feet were broken. That went on severely for about 6 months, but does stay in your system for life. About a year or 18 months after, I went to the doctor. I didn't want my uterus anymore. It was giving me grief, and I laughed with the doctor. He laughed back and said, let's go for it. But what I didn't realise at the time is that I had 3 large fibroid tumours, had to have hysterectomy. So if you can imagine my body after all of those things happening to me in about 3 years, I was completely depleted of everything. I had very little muscle tone. I was 130 kilos, incredibly depressed to the point where in 2015 I attempted suicide. Luckily, I didn't succeed. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, with chronic fatigue, chronic everything you can think of. I mean, I had it all going wrong. And a condition called autonomic imbalance, where the central nervous system is just out of whack, which is understandable considering everything I'd been through. So when I reached out to Sharon, she told me about these products, and every time I listened to someone every time I listened to someone explain about the products and what's in them, I always smile because I never even looked into it. It was fruits and vegetables in a capsule. It made sense to me, and I just said, yeah, give me something, because I was hoping, all I was hoping for at the time was a little bit of less pain and a little bit more energy. What I actually got was the first couple of months, I dropped 10 kilos. I was craving water, was craving better food choices. One of my favourite things early on was that my brain fog was lifting. I started feeling like I was a normal human being. I gained so much more energy. The swelling went down in my joints. I no longer, 2 years down the track, let's just keep this short, 2 years down the track, I no longer have joint pain. My depression has completely gone. I no longer take antidepressants. I've lost over 20 kilos and still going, where I couldn't really do anything before. Only about a month and a half ago, I completed a 24-hour treadmill challenge. And yes, I walked on a treadmill for 24 hours. And the joy that it brought in my heart that I could actually do that, it was for suicide prevention. So to think that I am the person that I am today from where I started from is phenomenal. Sometimes I look back and I still can't believe the changes. But I still say to this day that it's only just the beginning, because our health journey, it took me 45 years to get that sick. It's a health journey on the rise now, and I feel so damn healthy and so damn excited about my future. I can start to dream again. I've got my future mapped out. It might change along the way, but this product and the community, I'll always say the community as well, but this product and program and the community, it literally saved my life. And I will never go a day without it for the rest of my life. And I absolutely thank God for it. So, yeah, that's my story thus far, and it just keeps getting better. So back to you guys. Thanks for letting me share.
Thank you, Deb. That's amazing. like every time, I've heard your story so many times that every time I get goosebumps, and it's just incredible. And, you know, we really don't know what this product will do for people. It is just fruits and vegetables in a capsule, but amazing just being able to offer it to somebody like you and have it just completely transform your life is sensational. So that's incredible. Thank you so much for sharing, Hun.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thanks for having me.
No worries, Hun. So we're going to switch gears a bit now. So we have touched on it a little bit over the event that there is a business behind what we do, but a business like this doesn't come without a few misconceptions and a bit of skepticism from people. So I've got Miri, who hopefully her internet's working. She's going to share around that and sort of debunk a bit of the misconceptions that come up with a business like this. So Miri, if you're free, can you take yourself off mute?
Hi everyone. Hi Emma, I was just going to say, this isn't very fair, because last time you and I tried to do something, the internet wasn't playing the game as well. So if it glitches out, I apologise, and Emma can take over. But as she mentioned, there is a little bit of a business behind this, and it's one where we share directly. So people would have invited some of you along tonight to see what this is all about. And for me personally, I've been doing this for about, it's getting close to 18 months now. So for me, I can see the changes in the people like Heidi and Debbie. When I first came along, I can see them just getting more and more animated and more excited, and people can potentially see that change in me as well. When I looked at the business side of things, I wasn't too freaked out that it was a direct selling type thing, but I know for some people there's a little bit of a stigma or a story attached to it, but actually in all reality the main thing people are worried about is whether or not we are a pyramid scheme. But actually, we're not. Pyramid schemes were made illegal in the 70s. And the other thing to know is that pyramid schemes didn't used to sell anything. They just used to sign people up. And we don't do either of those things. We have one of the best researched products of its kind in the world, with the most science behind it, the most peer-reviewed articles, and also amazing, amazing stories, because when you eat whole foods in the rainbow in this format, you just get good things happening for whatever it is that you need to happen. So quite often we write it down or draw it, but I wasn't sure if my internet would hang in there, so I just decided to explain to you from person to person that this is not a pyramid scheme. I've had legitimate results in my business to be able to share this with friends and family, the people that I love and care about. And also, the other thing to know is that you don't have to know a lot of people if this is a business that you're thinking about doing. If you're thinking, oh, you know, I'd like to try this product, or I'd like to actually try sharing this with people and see if I could get a little bit of income on the side, but I don't know heaps of people, or I'm not an expert on Facebook and I saw heaps of this on Facebook. It's not like that. You basically need to know one person or two people who are interested in it in the same way as you, and who get excited and get the results in their own way, and share that with a genuine interest or passion for helping others. So that's how we do that side of things. So if you're a bit freaked out about that side, hopefully that's helped you know that someone has had a genuine experience where that's not the case, and everybody else on here will be in the same boat. Go back to the person who invited you and speak to them about it a little bit more. They will have a link that they can show you, which shows how we make money in this business just by sharing it, and it is actually set up for people that don't know what they're doing to become successful really early on. So I found that encouraging, and anyone that I've introduced to the business has found that encouraging too. So yay, my internet hung in there, that's awesome. Who are we over to next?
Handing over to Kylie now. So thanks for sharing, Mitty. I'm glad that your internet hung in. So we're handing over to Kylie, and she's going to share all about how we do get paid in this business. And I think she's introducing the beautiful Sandy. So I'll hand it over to you, babe.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me on tonight, guys. As Say just said, my name is Kylie, and I've been involved in the Juice Plus company for just over 3 years now. So when my husband and I first took a look at this, we had 3 traditional businesses and 2 young children. So time was certainly not something we had. We had a lot of financial success, but we didn't have the lifestyle and freedom we thought that our businesses were going to be able to give us. So when I looked at this, I've been a health coach for about 8 years now, owning fitness centers and being a personal trainer. So the product made sense to me. And I looked at maybe this business could give us that freedom that we truly wanted. So it's really the power of what if. And a couple of things that really resonated with me I'm going to share with you after I introduce Sandy. But our life has certainly changed since then. So 3 years on, I now get to design my days how they are. We only have one of our traditional businesses remaining. We've been able to sell 2 of them, and now it's a matter of bringing my husband home. So I love that over 3 years I've been able to build a tribe of over 150 women and men now within my community, and it's given me opportunities to travel, to say yes to more, to be there for my children. Like, I'm here on the Gold Coast in Australia, it's school holidays, and I don't have to put my kids into daycare. I used to have a full-time nanny, and as much as I loved her, I was able to say, you know, you can go back to Germany now because I can look after my own children, which was a blessing. You know, we have children to look after them ourselves. So next week I actually have the fortunate situation to travel to New Zealand because I get to take this business with me no matter where I go. As long as I have my phone, they're called a smartphone for a reason, then I can connect with my tribe, and I can also connect with those that are ready to say yes. So I want to introduce you guys to Sandy and Greg. I had the fortunate situation of knowing Greg when he was living here in Australia, and he was a personal trainer at one of my studios. And I've now been able to connect with Sandy as well. And I'm super excited to welcome this beautiful family into our tribe because I know that, you know, what this is going to be able to do for them. Sandy's currently on maternity leave. She's got 2 young children. So I know that what it means to be able to stay at home and, you know, be able to say yes to more. So Sandy, if you can take yourself off mute, hun, would love for you to share, you know, obviously what got your interest in the company, and, you know, what are you and Greg both excited to be able to create in, you know, the coming years with your business?
Thanks, Kylie. I think for us, initially, seeing your passion for it just really got us into it, because your passion is just amazing. And because we're both into the health and fitness industry, it was really good that we were able to continue with that together. At the moment, working as a nurse, I'm working when people are at the bottom of the cliff, and I want to work at the top. I want to make sure that people stop getting sick and stay healthy and live that healthy lifestyle. And I think that's what we're both just really passionate about. That's what got us interested in this.
Yeah, and just for everyone that has come to support us, I really appreciate that. And hand on heart, what Kylie's just mentioned, I've seen her success, and I've seen I've met the nanny and stuff like that. So quite often you get to paint yourself with this little picture, and you think people are telling a whole bunch of baloney, but I can certainly confirm that I mean, obviously I did work for Kylie and I did see all that, so that's really awesome. And obviously through those truths and seeing the passion and stuff, it's brilliant. And part of the reason why I'm supporting Sandy with this, and I'll do a little bit as well, but obviously I'm quite busy with my PT business, is just seeing Sandy, those that know her and that have come to support, know what she's like. They know she's very introverted. And I just see this sort of, look at this smile coming out of her, where she's changing and she's putting a lot more effort into it. And I absolutely love it. And I love, you know, how my wife is becoming extremely motivated. And those in New Zealand that know what's going on with the nurses at the moment, need I say any more? You know, they've been a bit ripped off and looking at doing strikes and stuff like that. So it's quite nice for her to wrap some happiness up into something else. Certainly from a health and fitness perspective, I am a personal trainer, as Kylie mentioned. I know enough about my body to know what things work and what don't. I've taken Juice Plus now for 3 days, and that 3 days I've gotten a few pimples and stuff. That was a detoxification process that one of the speakers earlier mentioned. And I have an afternoon slump because I get up at 3:45 every morning to train clients at 5 in the morning. So it's only fair that I sort of flake out about in the afternoon sometime. And after taking it for 3 days, I can certainly tell you that it seems to be working for me. It's brilliant.
Yeah, we've had the energy to play with our kids in the afternoon, which has been great for them and great for us.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, guys. And it's so nice just to see someone like Sandy. And I don't know her personally. I haven't actually met her face to face, but I can see her already starting to shine, and I can see she's found a new passion. And that's what happened for me. I was blessed to be able to share on our conference recently to over 1,000 people, just sharing my story. And I think that's for me, you know, in the fitness industry, I loved it, I lived and I breathed it. But when I came across this, I shared last week, I found a new passion and a new family, and, you know, something I was really excited to build. So I'm going to share a little bit about the money and how we get paid. So I hope that I am actually on the screen there for you guys. So one thing that really resonated with me when I came into this business, as I said, I came from a traditional background. So for me, it was if there was profit left at the end of the month or the end of the week, I got paid. And if not, well, suck it up, Kylie, your bills have to be paid, and that's just how it was. So for me, seeing that we got paid in 3 different ways, I was like, tell me more, because I've never had that. Even when I had a job when I was much younger, I've always been entrepreneurial minded and always wanted to have more, because I came from a very, very poor upbringing. So for me, I love this. So I just want to explain a little bit to you guys without keeping you too long, so I'm super mindful of your time. But the first way we get paid is retail profit. So retail profit is really when you connect the customer with the company. So we share and recommend our products. We share what's working for us, what we're loving. You know, our program, as some of the other beautiful women shared about the products and the benefits of those. When we connect the customer with the company, they do everything for us. They ship it, they do the payments, they do the processing, and they literally put some money in our bank account and say thank you. And I love that, because I go to restaurants, I go to cinemas, and I tell my friends about it, but the restaurant, the cinema, no one gives me a profit in my bank account for that. So I was like, I love this product. It's having amazing results for our family, so I'm going to share that, and obviously I get rewarded for that. So that part for me is basically a true reflection of the amount of lives I'm changing, because it's a direct impact of being able to help someone, whether it's help them with their health or help them with their wealth. That's something that we are so grateful for in our business. One of the other ways is commission. This one is probably my biggest thing, and it's the way I earn most of my money through my business here. Now, if you guys have heard of passive income, residual income, the beach money, any of those kind of things, that's basically what this is. So as you build a team over time, as I said, I've got over 150 people in my team now, you start to get a percentage of everything that goes through your business. So tonight when I go to bed, you know, if my team are connecting with people, there's new people joining the mission, I'm getting a percentage of that. And why it's called passive is over time, like in 3 years, 5 years, it's certainly not a get-rich-quick scheme overnight, guys. But over time, like next week when I head to New Zealand for 10 days, this money will still land in my bank account. And I love that. I'm not too sure about the traditional business. I still have one. I still have one gym. I'm not too sure how that's going to fare out without me being there for 10 years. 10 days. I will go 10 years soon. But that still happens because everyone here is invested for themselves. And the last way is the fun money. It's the bonuses. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I know that very, very few people get paid bonuses anymore. Companies are struggling. They're just not able to meet their expenses, especially if you're employed in small business. If you're in government, well, most of the time they're not really concerned about giving you a bonus anyway, no matter how hard you're working. So I love that our company gives us bonuses and they give them to us so early in the piece. So you get a win really soon, which I love. You know, coming from a traditional background, 6, 12, 18 months before you actually start to earn an income. So I love that. And the bonus money, I guess, I say it's your money. Go and spend it on you. Go and reward yourself. I say that to my team all the time. You've worked hard. Go and get you something, especially if you're a mum, because what do? We spend everything on the kids and we say no to us. So this money, if you're a mom and you're thinking about it, this money's for you guys. So the first 10 days, there's a nice $100 bonus that you can pick up straight away within your first 10 days. So I love that because to get into this business, if you're in New Zealand, it's $172.50 for the whole year. That is it. There's no other expenses. So that's another bonus, this business. If you are based in Australia and watching this, it's $165. Unfortunately, New Zealand has higher GST than what we have here. The other one is in 40 days. So just in over a month of starting in your business, there's another $400 bonus that's available. What I love about that one is because this business is a teaching business, not only do you get the bonus, but the person that taught you, they also get a $400 bonus as well. The reason being is it's a teaching business. You are here to support, inspire, lift them, raise them up, so you're rewarded for that as well. So I love that. The next one is $600, $1,200, $1,500, and you can see they go on all the way down to the $10,000. I haven't picked that one up just yet. So we'll keep on knocking on that door and see when that door opens. But you know, I just want to share with you guys, if you are on tonight or if you're watching the live event, first and foremost, thank you so much for jumping on to support Greg and Sandy, because I know when I started in this, it really meant a lot to me to have my family and friends come and take a look at what I was up to and just to let them know that it's okay. I'm doing something that, you know, I'm passionate about, I'm excited, and obviously they've invited you because they care about you. They love you and they want you to see what they're doing. So whether something resonated with you tonight, whether it be the products, maybe it's the business, I'm not sure. But if you're like me, I had questions and I had to get those questions answered. And I encourage you to reach out and get your questions answered, because we don't do anything in life without ensuring that we've had all our questions answered. No question's a silly question. I probably asked it myself. It took me 1 year before I said yes to this business. And that's my only regret on this journey, is I didn't say yes 1 year earlier. So I want to leave you with, if not this, then what? What is going to be the thing that's going to help you get healthier? What is the thing that's going to help you create that income and that lifestyle you truly want? Because there is a vehicle out there for you. There is a program out there for you. We would love to have you and support you on that journey. But if it's not this, then I really hope that you find something that you're, you know, passionate about. And thank you so much, Emma, for, you know, having me tonight.